graduates. Let's go to this side of the audience. Ma'am, would you please share with us a story from high school that became legend? Somebody got in trouble.
Oh, I know.
All right.
Our principal is very southern, and he has a really funny accent. And one day, he was walking down the hallway, and he goes, "I smell weed!" Really, really loud with his megaphone. He was trying to get everybody to go to class.
Very proactive principal. All right.
Thank you. Principal smells weed. Thank you.
I didn't really understand it because, I mean, I don't even know what weed is. And, like, why would you have weed in a high school? That's just weird.
I didn't really know what he meant by weed. I thought that he was commenting on the gardener's work. You know, I don't believe in those tactics, really, to get children's attention. I do believe in a stern hand and a little bit of God, a little bit of fear.
I was in the library and I heard this muffled sound, and then everybody sort of looked up from their laptops and wondered what was going on. And so we poked our heads out, and then there was this guy going, "I smell weed," and we all went, "You smell what? You smell what?" It was weird. He's weird.
Sometimes he dips into the communal wine.
So it might have been some of my football players. What can I say about that? I mean, boys will be boys, right? Down here.
We got so many calls that day, parents who were saying to us that our principal was encouraging our students to smoke weed. And I was like, no, you got it all wrong.
Well, I was out there in the hallway and I was like, yeah! You're smelling some weed! That's awesome, man! And then I realized, maybe I better get the hell out of this.
The thing about boys is we got a few that might be going to state championships this year, and I think that maybe we should just let it go. Some of my colleagues, they got some different feelings on that. But seriously.
It wasn't weed that he was trying to get them to smoke. It was actually crack. Okay, so I mean, so people figured out that we were selling crack to the kids. But whatever, that's okay. That's okay because, you know, we got a good cover.
And you know, the football players were all like, hey, weed. Like they'd never heard of it before. And so, you know, Marty, my friend, and I were just kind of like, here, have some. And they were all just kind of looking at us like they were really afraid of us. So we just laughed and laughed.
The thing about my boys, maybe they smoke a little weed, as long as they aren't doing any drugs that are tested, or they keep buying them tested, I don't really care what they do.
Well, the nice thing about being a science teacher is that we're actually able to create drugs that you can't test. So it works out for us. I mean, you know, they don't pay us a lot, so it's the only way that we really can survive.
Johnny, I've been told by the gardener that you've been out smoking again.
It's a lie.
Look me in the eye and tell me that.
It's a lie.
See a shirt that says, "I love smoking weed."
Listen, Johnny, your parents are very good contributors to the parish. So I wouldn't have to
We're going
say
to talk
this to
about
you.
God again. I don't want to talk about God. Every time I get into the garden with you, we talk about God. Every time I go home and sit at the dinner table, we talk about God. Can't we talk about, like, Pokemon, or, like, I don't know, like Halo 3, or, like, maybe Scooby-Doo or something? You know, that stuff that makes sense to me.
Johnny, your concerns are just falling on deaf ears here, because I need to know that you're going to quit the smoking, because we can't have me set a bad example for your whole calculus class. You know, just because you can do it with your eyes closed. You know, it doesn't mean that, you know, you're just giving everyone the wrong idea, that's all.
Harvard, Yale,
It drives me crazy.
Oxford, they all like me. Why don't you?
14 And you just throw it in my face,
That is a mighty long
showing up with the
time.
bagel in your mouth and your PJs.
Those are some comfy PJs. You should try them on sometime. You'd be like, wow, calculus is a breeze.
Johnny, I've put a math equation on the board for you. If you could do this.
H436.
Stop it!
12.
Mr. Johnson, Coach, I was working on the crack fundraiser, and no one in my church wants to buy crack.
Did you send them to the right website?
Well, I sent them to iheartcrack.com.
Oh, it's iloveLUVcrack.com.
Sorry.
Stacy, what are we going to do with you? Okay.
Well, the problem was, then my family had an intervention.
I told you we should have done the cheerleaders.
I know. That's okay. We're going to infiltrate through the nerds. That's the only way we can infiltrate.
Hey, as president of the Science Club, I am dedicated to Johnson High.
Thank you for that.
Science club, we couldn't get the chess club involved.
Oh, right. I don't know this. Okay, here's the plan. All right, here's the plan. All right, we're going to start actually putting it in the cafeteria. All right? No, we'll put it in the cafeteria food. Everybody will get addicted. You know, Thursday's pasta day.
Ooh, pasta's good.
Yep.
Because you can spin it around and you won't notice. You'll just think it's Parmesan cheese.
Right, exactly. All right, see, okay.
Put extras in the Parmesan cheese container.
Right, perfect.
That's right, because the compound is very similar.
Hey, I'm beginning to see part of this plan.
Good. All right, okay, so we do that, and then on Friday, it's taco day on Friday.
We can
use
say
mozzarella.
it's, we shredded cheese again. Kids love cheese.
All right, so we'll put everything on the cheese. All right, okay, crack on the cheese. That's good. Okay, all right, so we,
Monday's macaroni and cheese day.
3 days in a row. Awesome.
that's exactly how we're going to get them.
Okay.
Perfect. Okay, so as we talked about, I get 70% of the profit, 20-10, right?
That works for me.
Perfect.
Now that 10% isn't going just to you, it's going to the whole science club,
Oh,
right?
of course. I really have no need for worldly possessions. As long as I get my monthly orthodontia appointments, I'm happy.
Perfect. That's great. That's fantastic. Good.
Yeah, that'll be good. I would like some of the profits to go to the football club.
Spread it around, you think?
Well, I mean, they didn't get enough money this year.
Okay. They should really stop with the budget cuts on this.
The million from the boosters just isn't going to cut.
Okay. So we're spreading it around. Okay, so we've got the science club, the football club. Okay. The teachers, we need some stuff too.
Right. That widescreen TV, it's not wide enough.
Oh. Okay. So 60 inches this time.
You get 100. And plasma.
Okay. God. Okay. So,
And wall mounted.
wait. So we have to subscribe to like HD now.
I was thinking like TiVo.
Okay. We need you to sell more.